You should try the unusual words series. Okay. Okay, unusual words. This is not your fault. This is Sporkle's fault. Oh, is this it? Can you use your etymological knowledge to pick the correct definition and avoid the bluffs for each of the unusual or lesser known words? Honestly, I think you're too smart to be here. Look at this. Pre-ante penultimate, having an extremely ancient appearance, ordered first by size. What is this? This looks like the instructions to a 1970s board game. Okay. Correct definitions. Pre-ante penultimate. This seems to me to be fourth from last. Autolatry. This seems to be the worship of oneself. Tartarology. I feel like this is beliefs about hell in the underworld. Homunculi. These are unusual humans. Mendacious. To me, this seems to be intentionally untrue. I don't know. There's got to be something in the human brain that... Like, the language processing center of the human brain is incredible. I don't think I've ever heard the word before, but I was like, here's what it sounds like it would mean. Licit. This is conforming to the requirements of the law. Resorious. I think it's a facial muscle. Numismatic. Pertaining to coins. Ooh, he's crazy, dude. That's not me. It's the brain. The brain is incredible. Like, some of those were not so hard, but like some of them were... Some of those I was out in no man's land. Okay, triskaidekaphobia. It's the fear of the number 13. Druthers. They believe it's a preference. Dolorous. I've had this before, but I don't remember. I'm going to say it's pain or grief. Okay, well, like, natal is surrounding a birth. I can't think of what nata could otherwise be. It doesn't sound like an emotion to me, though, so I'm going to say it's related to swimming. Boom slang. This jargon seems too obvious. I think it's a hunting weapon. Nope. It is a tree snake. Well, that's not a word. That's an animal. So shut up. Verdure. Tense anger or wrath. The greenness of growing vegetation. That's like verdant. To hold out something, to hold out against something without yielding. That's like endure. So I got to assume it's A. Okay, I'm falling apart. I'm overthinking it now. Gourmandize. I don't think it's eat greedily, because I feel like that would be gourmandize if it was anything. So I'm going to say that it's assimilated into a cult. Nope, it's to eat greedily from gourmand. I'm overthinking again. He's too dialed. Obnubilate. Obnubilate. Make something cloudy. To treat someone like an infant or to confiscate property as a form of punishment. To make cloudy. Okay, trust your gut. The Zeitgeber. Someone who gives a gift and takes it back. That sounds right to me. Nope. It is a cue that helps regulate an organism's biological clock. Okay, my brain is bad again. Let's just go with your brain, go with your first instinct. Because so much of language is fluid processing at runtime. A raconteur is a charlatan. Never mind. Haplography. It's a study of a family tree. Writing that should be written twice. Study of, I'm going to say it's writing that, writing once what should be written twice? Onerocritic. Interpreter of dreams. Okay. 4 out of 6, I'll take it. Hippomancy. Hippo. To foretell events through the actions of horses. Undulant. Having a wavy form or surface, something that undulates, or smug and self-satisfied. I'm going to say wavy form or surface. Fuscoferruginous. To me, this seems like rusty color makes sense. Defenestrate is to throw out of a window. Gambrinus. Sternutation. Sternutation. Sternum, the act of having a fishy odor, the act of sneezing. That makes sense to me. Gambrinus. Covered in vines. We came back. We got back. It's someone who was full of beer. Okay. Little better. And then we got one more. These are interesting quizzes, though. They taught me a little bit about myself. Your philtrum. This is the groove between the upper lip and nose. Apricate. A small canopy for covering fruit in a market. To sunbathe, greedy or gluttonous. Certainly sounds like a verb to me, so I'm going to go sunbathe. Dewlap. How can something sound like a verb, man? What are you doing up here? What are you doing up here and I can't access it at will? I can only access it accidentally? When I'm not trying to? Don't get me started on Mrs. Vandertramp, man. Apterium. Floating wreckage. Oh, that's floatsome. I wasn't thinking of floatsome. I don't know what any of these words mean, you smug, you gambrinous quizmaker. The English language has multiple words that mean exactly the same thing. And also, don't even get me started. Tyler Glale on Twitter yesterday said, considering how many people make this mistake, why don't we make it so that there's only one it's? Why don't we just have ITS or IT apostrophe S and say that that's right no matter what? People were like, no, because there's already one that's like that. You know how many fucking words in the English language are either spelled the same and sound different or are spelled different and sound the same? You can double up. We set a precedent of doubling up 500 years ago. No, we can't just make the rules easier so that people could be like more correct with what they're already saying. We can't adapt language to people. People have to adapt to the language because I pride myself and base my entire self-esteem on my 3rd grade English mark. Oh, what are we going to do if I can't correct public figures on their incorrect use of there, and there? Shut the fuck up. Verbigeration. Certainly sounds like repetition of meaningless words. Funambulist. A never nude, someone from a rural area. To amble is to walk. That's a tightrope walker. Ogdode. I have to believe it's a marsupial bat because a group of 8 would be like an octad. The qualities of a thief, this just doesn't feel like an adjective. So I'm going to say it's a bat. Wrong. Ogdode is a group of 8. Oh, with the same root as octo. Meanwhile, if I clicked on that shit, it would have said, no, idiot, that's an octad. What you're looking for is an Australian bat that only lives in New South Wales. Pamprodactylus, something to do with your fingers. Having all toes pointed forward. Hey, tachydidaxy. Something to do with rhythm. A very rapid method of teaching. And didact. Ooh, yapok. It must be a series of opossum. Now we're getting there. We finally got there. He's figured out the vocabulary. Give me my SATs right now.